Hello, ESCDaily.com. My name's Kate Miller-Heidke and I'm the representative from Australia for Eurovision this year. I've always been drawn to writing songs about things that are real for me, real emotions. I actually love, as a listener, just listening to party songs. But as a songwriter, I guess I just enjoy using pain as inspiration, and I've received a lot of amazing, really meaningful feedback from people who say that this song has echoed their own experiences of depression or made them feel empowered or uplifted, which is incredible for me as an artist to hear that kind of thing from people. I think the great thing about the fact that Australia had a national final this year for the first time ever is that I get to have another crack at the staging. Like, I think I'm happy with how it went for our first draft version, our first run at it. But I'm really glad now that we get to rethink it and choose the things that worked and keep those and sort of overhaul the other elements. I think the team did a really good job in a very short space of time to bring together something theatrical, something that told a story. But since then we have honed it quite a bit, and we've been working quite hard on changing it quite drastically, and I'm so excited to show you what we've been working on at the first semi-final. The Tel Aviv performance will be quite drastically different. I think if anything, in Australia Decides, there were perhaps too many elements. There was quite a lot going on and it was quite stimulating. Whereas in fact there's already a lot going on in the song, so I think what our goal is this time around is just sort of distill the essence of what we were trying to say at Australia Decides, but do it in a little bit of a more focused, more streamlined, hopefully more elegant and beautiful way without losing any of the spectacle. I think Australia should definitely do this every year. I think it was unlike any experience I've ever had. It's quite scary to put myself into that competitive environment, but all of the other performers were so lovely. Some of them are my dear friends, and the atmosphere was incredibly supportive, and everybody was, very talented. Everybody in their own way was worthy of going to Eurovision, and I think it's a great way to get Australian people really invested in the outcome. We love Eurovision in this country and always have, but I think it's in the public consciousness now more than ever, and that's a direct result of the fact that we had that national selection. I think of myself as first and foremost a songwriter. I did study classical voice, and over recent years, like the last sort of 5-6 years, been more and more interested in kind of just forgetting about genre labels and just making music, the kind of music that I like, and not kind of putting it into a box. This is pop, this is opera, I know that operatic voice can be challenging or alienating for some people. Apparently it's one of the 2 most hated sounds in the world, that along with yodeling. But I also think that there's something about the operatic voice that can actually be very emotional and very raw, and particularly in a live setting, it can be quite thrilling. So I think on that level, I enjoy incorporating some elements of opera into pop music, but for me it's all about the song. It's all about the emotional truth of the song and the heart, and if that's not there, then any amount of vocal fireworks is not going to save the song. so I guess that's why I am proud of Zero Gravity, because for me, you know, even though there is that kind of virtuosic technical display in the middle of the song, it still stays anchored in a real emotional place. It feels real to me. Australians have been so thrilled to be invited to Eurovision, and you know, we've totally gotten into it, and I think you know, we didn't really know if we were going to be embraced or accepted, obviously because we're not technically in Europe, so thank you very much for having us anyway. And I think, you know, everybody's done a great job. Yeah, all of our contestants have done us proud, and I'm gonna work hard to, you know, try to continue in that tradition. So.